And child protection specialist Victor Atuchukwu joins us to discuss the menace of female genital mutilation. Good to have you join us. All right, so there has been a lot of sensitization and just enlightenment around the dangers of female genital mutilation. But I don't know if, because when we still see these figures coming up as to how many girls are in danger of FGM. So talk to us about where we are now. Are we doing better in terms of this, or are things still the same?
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to be on the call today to discuss this. Yeah, as you know, today we are actually commemorating the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, and about the data, which is also a starting point, more like the foundation of what we need to do or what has been done. I will tell you that, yeah, we've had some success. You know, in 2013, according to the National Demographic Health Survey, in Nigeria, we had 25% prevalence of female genital mutilation in the country. And again, when the team went out of the field again in 2018, we see that it has reduced now to 20% prevalence. Now, this is among women aged 15 to women and girls aged 15 to 49 years. And now looking at the children 0 to 14 years in 2013, we had about 16.9, that's approximately 17% prevalence, according to the National Demographic Health Survey. So then in 2018, we now have like an increase to 19.2%. I have listened to, you know, and I know your other question was, are we doing well? Are we doing better? I'll put it this way, just in a summary, because I don't know how much time I have. I've heard about the sensitization and the roadwork campaigns that is happening across the country, saying that first, it's harmful, female genital mutilation is harmful, it has no known health benefits, and most importantly, it's a violation of the human rights. I mean, so the right of the woman, the right of the girl, the right of the child. And again, as a country, we passed the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law of 2015, and many states have also adopted this law in their states. So being that it's harmful, it has no known health benefits, and it's a crime, you know, put in summary, it means that even 0.001% we are doing very poorly.
Absolutely, and you're right, Mr. Atuchukwu. Until we have a situation where we do not record any case at all, that's when we say we're making progress, or we have made progress. But as long as we continue to record cases of FGM, then we're not making progress. You're right on that. But again, it is a human rights, it is a human right abuse. It's been regarded as a human right abuse and violence against women. And there are human rights institutions in this country that should be treating this as a human rights abuse. How do we fortify the capacity of those institutions to eliminate and eradicate female genital mutilation?
All right, thank you so much for that question. You know, when it comes to the legal instruments, what we need to have to address it, you know, as a crime, we have done very well as a country, because across the states that have domesticated the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law, you see that we have strict penalties. And first, I will start from the area of implementing, you know, the papers. I'm sorry to say, I mean, for those who put together the papers, until it's implemented to the last letter, I'm sorry, I'll call it a paper. I'll call it a law when it's enforced, you know, and culprits and perpetrators are brought to book. Now, I think the sensitization will continue. Yes, it's first thing to have a law. It's second thing for the users of a law, and the beneficiaries and the users, those who use it as an everyday instrument, you know, to get justice. Have the understanding of the content, because first, until you understand what is in the document that is more like your Bible or the Quran, to which you operate, then it becomes difficult to tackle the issue. So the sensitization will continue among the users of the law. Again, I ask you, how many Nigerians even know that it's a crime, you know, to actually, that female genital mutilation is a crime? I tell you, a large percentage still see it as a culture. So, like the roadwork that happened today, it will continue to happen. We have to just take this sensitization to all the corners, from the churches to the mosques to the schools to the community spaces, utilizing all the instruments. There's a reason why I'm digressing a bit from the question.
All right.
The law alone, implementation of the law alone will not get us there. Remember, female genital mutilation is just like every other cultural practice out there.
Absolutely, and it will take the effort.
One thing, yeah.
It will take everyone getting involved, traditional rulers, the church, the mosque, everyone has to get involved. And the medical profession as well, because we understand that some of these FGM is also carried out by medical professionals. So the medical profession also has to get involved. Thank you so much for talking to us. I wish we had enough time to talk more on this.
Can I just summarize this? Can I just summarize? If you let me summarize a bit on this, I don't know if we've talked about the theme of this year, which is accelerating investment to end female genital mutilation. And when we talk about investment, people think it's only money. But this year, we are expanding the narrative and the actions. You know, this investment will have to go to all sectors, the laws and the policies. We have the books, we have to implement it. We need to also invest in data. The survivors, we need to have their voices heard. The women and girls that are actually the victims of this, and the survivors of this, we need to get them involved. I know my time is up.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much. It is I mean, we cannot talk enough about this. It is a challenge. Thank you so much for talking to us. Child protection specialist Victor Atuchukwu.